Hey everybody, John the Other here, obviously. Now, some of you may have seen the panel discussion that was put on by C.A.F.E yesterday that I took part in, and I really enjoyed doing that, and I think it went pretty well. And a couple of people commented on the shirt that I was wearing, which I'm now wearing again. And I'll stand up so you can see it. And yes, that stands for Black Lives Matter. Now, a lot of people at yesterday's C.A.F.E event thought that I was wearing this shirt sarcastically or, in satire or mockery of the Black Lives Matter movement. Not so. No, not at all. Now, what am I actually doing here? Why am I, clearly a pasty-faced, middle-aged white guy who lives in Vancouver, why am I wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt if I'm not wearing it to make fun of them? And I'm certainly not. I would never do that. Well, I'll try to explain that. I used to think that the black civil rights movement of the 60s and I guess into the early 70s was a very positive thing that happened in Western society. The ending of segregation, the ending of Jim Crow laws, no more back of the bus, no more separate water fountains, no more keeping black students out of universities, and a whole bunch of other civil rights things that were going on at the time. I'm a little bit too young to have been present while any of that was going on, but of course I've read about it and I've seen newsreels and so on, and I always thought that Dr. Martin Luther King was kind of a bit of a heroic figure. The ending of segregation. Really, I'm aware that there's still racism to some degree, but I kind of thought that it was like we're just in the smoothing out period and we're past that now. And I didn't have any awareness until there was this Black Lives Matter movement that this was still a big deal. Like this was still a red hot burning issue. I just had no idea. And of course I've been seeing these Black Lives Matter protesters going into university campuses and attacking white students and attacking administrators, and at the recent Milo event, the recent Milo Yiannopoulos speaking event, where they assaulted him. They hit him in the face with a microphone and they grabbed a mic from somebody else who was there presenting. Now, before any of this happened, I had no concept that this very deep and virulent racism was still an issue until the Black Lives Matter movement emerged to make me aware of it. And obviously, being a white guy, I can't really be a part of that, but I can be an ally. And so I realize now that although I guess the black civil rights community fought very hard for desegregation and the ending of Jim Crow laws, they now no longer think that that was a good idea, and they would like to go back to segregated schools, keeping whites and blacks apart from one another, and reinstate some of that separation to divide into two different societies, maybe to have actually fenced in and enclosed ghettos. I mean, these are not things that I would have thought was a good idea, but apparently the new updated black civil rights movement, the Black Lives Matter, wants all this to happen, and who am I to tell anybody of another community that I'm not a part of that what they want to do is wrong, which is why I'm wearing this shirt in solidarity with them as an ally. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and as always, have a lovely day.